E.N.D here, while we are waiting for the release of the Lost Caverns of Ixalan on Arena and start experimenting with the meta, let's burn some more opponents. Opening hand was okay, 2 lands, 2 Swift Spear, Play with Fire, Lightning Strike and Godric. Put a mountain in play and a Swift Spear. Let's start doing some damage. 1920. A forest in play and an adaptive. Okay, adaptive is going to die. The second Swift Spear. Play with fire. Go. You should never play with fire. Why? Because as you can see, my opponent got hurt quite badly. Let's see, 1 forest, a second forest, and he's going to play a removal spell. No, another adaptive. A second adaptive, okay. Mountain. Lightning Strike or Godric. Let's put Godric in play. Let's swing with everything. He's going to block. He's going to do a double block or a single block. Double block one of my Swift Spear. Okay. 1 Swift Spear is dead and 1 adaptive is dead. Third forest. Is this a mono green deck? Haven't seen a mono green deck in Arena for quite time. There's a guard. That guard has... There's a play with fire. That guard has War 2. Therefore, if I target with Lightning Strike or play with fire, I need to pay an extra 2. I don't have a way to trigger the celebration of Godric, so let's swing with everything. Play with fire the guard. Yes. I need to pay an extra 2, and I will pay them, don't worry. The guard is dead. Now I have a 2-3 and a 3-3. Are you going to block? No. He didn't block. So, 6-20. There's a Kodama of the West 3. And the adaptive now is 3-3. Felden in play. Let's swing with everything. No, first, let's kill one of his creatures. Let's target Kodama. Why? Because it's a mythic. Now you have to block. You block this Swift Spear. Okay. Now he's at 1. He's at 1 with 1 blocker and a potential second blocker, that is the Mishra Foundry. Okay, I need a burn spell. There's the oddity. Okay. 2 blockers and I draw a card. At this stage, let's swing with Felden. He's going to block. Felden will get 4 damage, meaning that I will choose one of 4 cards. Obviously Chandra. Chandra will do her job. Chandra will do her job. Just 1 damage and the game is over. That's how RDW wins. Burning to a crisp your opponent. It was an easy win. It was an easy win for a fast deck. Obviously, giving my opponent a chance would be fatal for my deck. My deck is a very fast deck. Second game, 3 lands. Okay, Kumano, play with fire. There's the Charming and the Lightning Strike. Let's start with Kumano. 1 damage my opponent. At this stage, I can play this Grondrel. Okay, Triumph or Hideout. Grondrel in play. It's a 2-2. Shall I treasure? I would prefer drawing a card. Let's remove a land. And obviously you draw a land. And obviously you draw a land. That's the fate of this game. That's how Magic is played. You remove a land and you draw a land. Okay, so my opponent has 2 lands in play. I have 1 creature and I have the Kumano that will be transformed into there's Monstrous Rage. Okay, that's a very good card. Okay, another landing. At this stage I don't want to risk playing anything unless my opponent does. Okay, Boseo who endures all destroys an enchantment. Okay, let's put the Monstrous Rage on my Charming Scoundrel. My Kumano is dead. I will put a land in play. Okay. At this stage I don't want to play those two burn spells. Let's see what my opponent will cast. Okay, this is a green-black. Maybe a 5-color deck. Yes, the 5-color deck. At this stage I prefer to burn Monstrous Rage. Okay, not really the best card, but I think it could be useful. Let's keep it on the top. Let's continue burning my opponent. If my opponent casts Atraxa, the game is over. I don't have a way to remove Atraxa. And she has lifelink. 4 lands in play. I'm going to cycle my Sokkazen, getting those spirits in play. He's at 2. And I have a Monstrous Rage in hand. Okay, do I have a way to remove my 3 creatures? I think he has a way to remove my creatures. The dinosaur cannot block yet. I'm not going to do anything unless my opponent does something. Go Footer Throat. Okay, can do nothing. If my opponent and Leyline Binding. Okay, good. That's why you have to wait. Then Monstrous Rage on my only creature in play, and the game is over. My opponent had a way to survive, but I had Monstrous Rage. And that's how RDW, Monstrous RDW wins. You have to be very wise. This is a game that you need to be wise, and you need to play correctly and wisely. Third game, only 1 land in hand. But RDW is capable of winning even with 1 land in hand. And I will show you how you can win with this deck with only 1 land. And it seems that it will be a mirror match. Okay, reinforced running. Alright, let's see. Are you going to swing? Yes. He's going back to their hand. That's a play with fire. Okay, honestly, I would have preferred a land. But I took a big risk. Second mountain for my opponent. Another, obviously the same. Reinforced running. Swing, and I will play with fire. Ronin is gone. No, you cannot cast it anymore. That's the land. Okay, I needed that land. Now I can go. Charming Scoundrel. Create a treasure. I would cast Chandra in my next turn thanks to the 2 mountains and the treasure. I don't want to waste that treasure. Let's keep it there. I would prefer using it for Chandra, because Chandra will give me an extra red mana. Felden. Okay, Felden. He's going to swing. Felden does nothing. He cannot block. You need to swing. I think he has a play with fire in hand, or at least something that they can cast with 1 red mana. Probably a play with fire, not a Monstrous Rage. I'm going to play Chandra Dress to Kill. I need that Chandra. I draw a land, so I spare that treasure. At this stage I'm going to burn my opponent. And let's put the chick in play. I think he has a play with fire, so I'm not going to play my Monstrous Rage on the Charming Scoundrel, or else I'll just waste a spell. I would prefer the Phoenix check. Are you going to kill one of my creatures? No, I didn't kill one of my creatures. So he's going for Chandra. Felden and play with fire. Chandra is dead. That's a pity. If a Phoenix check, okay. It's a pity that my Chandra will die. Okay, what are you going to do? He's attacking Chandra. And Phoenix myself. What he's going to do, I will. At this stage I prefer taking the damage. Chandra is at 2. Probably play with fire. Told you they had a play with fire in their hand. Okay, but I'm at 15 and they are at 16. That's a nice game. Okay. What shall I do? This is a risky move. Do you have a play with fire? Do you have a play with fire and targeting my... No. You don't have a play with fire. That's very strange. I think they have a play with fire. But if they have a play with fire, why they didn't use it to kill the scoundrel? I can't understand that. Or you have or you don't have a play with fire. Because if you had a play with fire, Godric. Okay, Godric. If you had a play with fire, that's lightning strike Godric. Obviously, I was waiting. If you had a play with fire, I would have killed this Conrad. I don't know. They're going to attack those two creatures. Do nothing but attack. I'm going to play with fire my opponent so that I can scry. It was a land. I don't need lands. I don't need lands. And another play with fire. Let's play again with fire. There's a foundry. I don't need a land. At this stage, I don't need a land. I need something to kill my opponent. My opponent is at 4. I'm at 12. They have 4 cards in hand. Now they have 3. And I don't have nothing. I need a burn spell. Okay. He's going for my life. That's a 5 damage. That's a 5 damage. And the frenzy. Okay, frenzy kills my stronger. Okay, and I think now the game is over. Adversary. Let's pump it up. Let's pump it up. And they just realized that the game was over. Because I was pumping up the adversary. Play with fire. They will go down to 2. Adversary and the chick will have done their job. Another game. Let's see. Our opening hand. Come on. Opening hand. Okay, 3 lands. Kumano. Swiss Spear. Monstrous Rage. An adversary. My opponent just mulliganed. Okay. Come on, opponent. 6 cards. You have to keep 6 cards in hand. And remove 1. That's the Kumano. Kumano in play. Okay. That's 19. I'm at 20. That's how RDW works. Destroy your opponent. Blue, white, and a soldier is revealed. Okay. So this is the soldier deck. I can play the adversary. I'm not going to play the Swiss Spear. Adversary, 3-3. Are you going to block? I don't think so. Usually they don't block. Okay. 16-20. Now, every time a creature will enter the battlefield, they will get 1 life. Okay, so I have a play with fire. I can play the Swiss Spear. Swiss Spear in play. I can swing with everything. Let's wait for my opponent. Probably surely they have something in hand. Nothing to damage. Shall I go to damage or shall I play something else? Okay, what you're going to do? Okay, resolute reinforcements. Okay, let's play with fire the veteran so that they will never get any life. The veteran, thanks the etching of Kumano, is exiled. They wanted 2 life and they got nothing. They are at 10. Another officer. Another officer. So they have, okay, they have 4 creatures. I can go with the chick. Or I can use the foundry. Let's use the foundry. Yes, let's use the foundry instead of the chick. Let's keep the chick as a last resort. They're going to block. They need to block. Now, save the Kumano or save the foundry. I think saving the foundry. Foundry or Kumano. Foundry or Kumano. Let's save the foundry. Let's save the... And they just conceded. And they just conceded. Monstrous Rage would have given the final blow to my opponent. I really hope you enjoyed these 4 games on Arena. As always, don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more and more interesting videos about Magic the Gathering and the collectible world.